Last week, about Thursday or Friday, Connor Stallions sat down with On3 interview about Signgate, Bryce Underwood, how he flipped him, the famous manifesto. He swears in the interview that he's still working on it. But let's be honest, you guys. That was a sham interview, bunch of softball questions, wasn't even challenged, and he didn't even talk about the sign stealing allegations. This dude was given a platform for one thing and one thing only. It is to continue to control the narrative that Ohio State is at fault for all this. Because he knows that the fan base ate up the ate up the story about Ryan Day's brother and the PI firm. So he says, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna discredit Ohio State more. The fans will eat it all up, and I guarantee you." Wait, actually, no. I have proof. I have proof that they are eating it all up. Here are some comments from the video. I mean, this dude just gets absolute enormous amount of praise for the fan base from the fan base. Stallions is forever in Michigan, man. Just a man who loves football and a true Michigan man. Absolute legend. I mean, the list. Oh yeah, Connor is a legend. The list just goes on. Free Connor. The list just goes on and on and on. I mean, why is he doing this? Because more than likely, he knows his fate. He knows what's about to come. This is what I like to call self-preservation mode. Again, like the university has not acknowledged this dude once at all. Ever since they fired him. Yes, they fired him. There's no way around it. He will say, "Oh, like the Netflix documentary. Oh, I resigned. I didn't want the attention to be on me. It was all about the team, the team, the team." No, they fired your ass. And you're just oh man, this stuff just makes me so angry. But yeah, he's in self-preservation mode. He knows he's guilty. He knows what's about to come. And just the whole discredit Ohio State thing. The dude's guilty. He's deflecting. Again, he's not talking about the allegations. He's not talking about what is actually out there. The truth. Just anything to get a one up on Ohio State. Let's blame the program who people are still blaming for Michigan to be investigated for the sign stealing in the first place. It's too easy. I mean, my gosh, here are some quotes. Let's see. Ohio State knew our defensive plays in 2018 and 2019. And it's just like instead of taking responsibility and talking about, the facts, where are the facts on that? Why wasn't there investigation launched in Ohio State? See, these are the questions that were not answered. I mean, that were not asked at all. And let's go back to those games 2018, 2019. Michigan wasn't that. I'm gonna just say in short, Michigan wasn't that good of a team. The talent gap was still there for Ohio State. A lot of speed. And you know what? Don't forget about Don Blitz Happy Brown. Got killed on the cross routes. Chris Olave, and just he did not put his players in the right position to succeed. I'm gonna say it again. He did not put the players in the right position to succeed. That's it. Ohio State was just that much better those 2 years. I mean, I could see like, oh, like let's look at the other games. Let's look at this score. Oh, Ohio State pretty much almost put up 100 each game. Let's spin this narrative. It's nonsense. And then and then he has the audacity to say, if I were actually at Ohio State, we would go 11-0. Talk about this sense of superiority, this sense of being like just extreme grandiosity. Just Just ridiculous, man. It's sickening. And then like shifting the I mean again just shifting the blame. Well, you know what? 95% of teams have 95% of their signs. And it's just like, okay, and this is where they fail to ask this follow-up questions. Because you know what? That's what real journalists do. They have follow-up questions to the answer and to the original question. Ask, okay, where Connor, where did you get Mr. Stallions? Where did you get these numbers? But they didn't. They let him sit up there, spew his propaganda, and more than likely his lawyers are like probably had terms to sit down this interview in the first place. Man, it's just a fear, just the gaslighting. And this is where the gaslighting comes. I almost forgot about this part. After the famous watered down Netflix interview talking about well, what I did, a lot of other teams were doing. There's this whole underground layer of sign stealers. We trade each other just signs and just like now after all that. And after what's out there put out by the NCAA and why they're being investigated, why Michigan's being investigated in the first place, he says, no, my job was actually to protect Michigan signs. Just like, what? You do realize you change your story 3 times. Just again, you're guilty. You shift the blame, deny, deflect, and deny some more. Maybe that's Michigan's culture, but you know what? That's not fair to say. I mean, I hate to say this, you guys, and I'm ashamed to say this. I don't like talking bad about people, but this just looking at the psychology of Connor Stallions. This dude may be a narcissist, and you know what? I hurt right now saying that, but he may be a narcissist. I mean, sign one, two of the top signs to be a narcissist. Grandiosity. Just he thinks he's going to be coaching again. Talking about being the head coach of the University of Michigan football program. He doesn't realize the real, like, he probably does. He's just a freaking gaslighter. He's the reason why they're being investigated, why they're in all this mess. I'll wait however long it takes. Okay. And then this high need for admiration. He loves it. He's soaking it all up. All these tours, these podcast tours, the photos with Michigan fans. He's soaking all up. He loves it. He loves the attention. And he's not blinking while he's lying through it all. I mean, you guys, like, I hate to say it, but actually, no, I don't. I don't know what the exact sanctions that are going to be coming down on Michigan. But what I do know, and just a good guess, is he may not be able to coach in college football ever again. There's no way around it. I've never been so annoyed by a situation. I mean, this is just, it's deny and deflect, gaslighting, just all in one. If I'm betting man, he's not coaching ever again.